Do you think it's like cumulative summation?
Do you see mean value theorem here? I should have saved it. Oh, maybe there was here. Hold on a second. Yeah, you used to can search it, but I don't know. Now it's just yeah. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. So remember yesterday, right? Yeah, so I make it bigger. Yesterday we talked about one thing. We talked about rules theorem, Michael rules. And the reason why I told you is rules is this 0 here, this O right here. Let's review. First condition, f is continuous between A to B. 2, f is differentiable between A to B. Third thing is says f of A must equal to f of B. You have to have those three conditions. Therefore, f prime of C is equal to 0, at least one C, where f of C, f prime C is equal to 0. Between A and B, but not including endpoint, please. That's Michael rules. The second mathematician after Michael rules, and here's I will tell you, this rules right here, this 0, I would think about the 0, the O and 0 kind of very similar. So that's the way I remember rules theorem. It's just derivative equal to 0. If the function is continuous differentiable. Now, Joseph Louis Lagrange. Joseph Louis Lagrange is a mathematician, happened around 50 to 70 years later. It was published probably after, it was born after about 50 years later. So it's kind of different. So, okay, imagine this. Madeline, you okay?
Yes.
You kind of zone out for a second. Okay, so imagine that Joseph Lagrange is take a piece of paper, right? And originally that paper is like maybe A equal to B, right? The same height. And Joseph Lagrange is kind of, I think, kind of steal it from Michael rules, because if you take the same paper and you tilt the paper, then that paper, the axis becomes like this, right? That axis becomes like maybe like, I don't know, maybe like something like this now, and it's two different height, right? So now what happened is slope between those 2 points, what? 0. Does that make sense? Between those 2 points. What if I just tilt the paper a little bit this way? And where you got A and B has different value now. So you got A and B has different value. So let's just say this and this. Instead of equal to 0, the slope between those 2 points is gonna be 1/2. If I count them correctly, is 6 and 3. So 3/6 is 1/2. So now just think of a function that is continuous function and differentiable function. That's gonna take a simplest one, like maybe like a parabola like this. Now slope between these two dots, the slope here is gonna be f of b minus f of a over b minus a. We also know as this average rate of change. Today you're gonna have homework, 2 worksheets. One homework sheet is talking about average rate of change and instantaneous rate of change. So this is the average rate. What's the instantaneous? Instantaneous is somewhere in the tangent here that you're gonna have exact same slope as a purple line. Okay, this has the same slope, f prime c. This one's instantaneous rate of change. Instantaneous rate of change. Now, what they're saying is this. Joseph Lagrange says, mean value theorem, which is the most often tested theorem on AP exam. If one theorem you have to understand, it's mean value theorem. They just say, if f is continuous between A and B, 2, f is differentiable between A and B. Third, there's no third. Sorry, I just lied. The result is there is at least one C where f prime of C is equal to f of B minus f of A between B minus A. Between the two value A and B. Make sure not include the endpoints. Because if the endpoint is not differentiable, your C should not be included if it's on the endpoints. What is that saying? It says it must have exact same slope as this line, and the tangent line has to be exact same slope. Can I create a second situation? Of course. I can create a second situation looks like that. And there's 2 points like this. And I have maybe a green line looks like this. How many C it's going to be in here? 1C or 2C or 3C? And where do you think it happened? So I think there's a 1C here. I have same slope as the red line. Does that make sense or no? Okay. And there's another C here. So there is a C value here. And there's C value here. So you can have more than one C. You can have infinite amount of C. Depends on how many oscillations within. At least 4 oscillation. You should be see that some type of slope is going to equal to like this. Yes.
So does that mean that there's also a normal somewhere where the slope is perpendicular? No.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't think there's a theorem says that. It doesn't have to, because you think about a straight line, maybe like this, right? There was only a slope is this, but never a slope like this. No, I don't think it has to be a normal line. I think a parallel line for sure. Okay, so what if I give you a question? Let's just say f of x is equal to square root of x. And I want to say, can you find the C value between 1 to 9, where slope of secant is equal to slope of tangent? Now, I will say mean value. So you guys gonna try this problem? So mean value theorem is where average rate of change is equal to instantaneous rate of change. Or where secant slope is equal to the tangent slope. That's probably the best way I can tell mean value theorem without memorizing too much thing. Today you're gonna have homework on average rate of change by itself, have instantaneous rate by itself, and the mean value is both equal to each other. So I want you to find out where the C is, where f of x equal to square root x time ends between 1 to 9. You guys have a question copy down? Okay, try it. Where is that? The theorem says what? F prime of C is equal to f of B minus f of A over B minus A. Okay, go. And I'm gonna go do this. You guys have a copy question down? Okay, so is it between 1 to 9, right? Did you guys find it? So think about when the blue line is going to be parallel to the green line. Do you see when that happened? See, now it's parallel. It happened at... Did you get 4 as the answer? That means you did something wrong. Anybody else get 4? Good. Remember, you're gonna do f of b, f of 9 minus f of 1 over 9 minus 1 equal to 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. Does that make sense? If I go 9, it's gonna be 3 minus 1 over 8 is equal to 1/2 square root x. So 2 over 8 equal to 1 over 2 square root x. You can cross multiply, so that's going to give you 4 square root x equal to 8. You can divide it by 4. Square root x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 4.